Hey, I'm Ashton. I'm an artist and I run a business called Virgo and Paper. I'm also a teacher on Skillshare. If you've watched my videos before, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a fun one. I've been making updates in my studio to make it more functional, and I'm really happy with how it's going. I feel like there's more open space in here and I have places to put everything that I need away, but I have one open wall that I haven't figured out what to do with. I was kind of thinking of doing a gallery wall, maybe by putting up a magnetic board and being able to move artwork around, and I might do that in the future, but right now I'm going to paint a simple mural. I just want to do a simple line drawing in one color. I do have a projector, so the plan is to come up with a design on my iPad and connect it to my projector. Hopefully I can get the placement right on the wall, and that will make the painting process really easy. But I've never done a mural before or anything like this, so it's going to be a learning experience.
I shouldn't be standing with a heart that's so heavy. I shouldn't be up with all the weight that I carry. Don't know if it's right, but I'm sticking with you. You're my only vice, I'm dependent on you. Love's for the wicked, I know this shit too well. I talk, you don't listen, still I'm under your...
I had an old drawing I just kind of was playing around with, and I put it over top of the wall in Procreate just to see how it would look, and I think that this is the look that I'm going for. Okay, so the left middle is the color that I just bought. It seems like it's way too lavender purple now that I'm in here. And I'm thinking about the middle right would be a better color. Yeah, it definitely blends in here seamlessly. It looks really nice with the rug and this cabinet. My wall color is Extra White by Sherwin. I also have this pink door, which I believe was Baby's Breath by Valspar. I don't know if they make that color anymore, but it's kind of just like a bubblegum pink with the color that I picked, Euphoric Lilac. I really think it's gonna clash with my pink door. If I went with the Mauve Finery, I feel like that would be a little bit less clashy. I still might end up wanting to paint my door a different color just so that it doesn't clash, but I think this mauve is gonna be a much better choice. Thank you. Okay, I got the right one. I brought the right chip with me and we got the sample. Okay, so it's painting day. My plan is to set up the projector on the shelf that I have that's directly across from the wall. So hopefully it should be pretty straightforward to project the image onto the wall, but let's see what happens. Okay, the hardest part is definitely setting up the projector in the right spot. I think I'm gonna start with the top and then move it down toward the floor because I want the top part of the mural to look the best. I'm less concerned about the bottom as I get too close to the floor. So I figure if this is lined up exactly where I want it to start with, that'll be good. The main objective here is to paint as fast as I can because I don't have a ton of time to do this today. I've got my paint ready. I don't know what brush to use. My number 6 round seems to be the right size, but it's kind of dried out and I don't know if it's gonna work that well. So I also have a Crayola brush. So I'm gonna start with this one and we'll see. So I have the design right here so I can take a look at this as I'm painting. This is my first time doing a mural like this, so I wanted to share a couple of the things that I learned along the way in case you want to try something like this too. So I used a projector to project my drawing onto the wall, and if you have a projector, I would highly recommend trying to use it. I wouldn't recommend buying a projector specifically for this project, but if you already have one, it can't hurt to use it. My office is pretty small. It's about 10 feet wide, so I wasn't able to get my projector far enough away from the wall to actually project the entire image at one time. So I ended up kind of fussing with it and having to project the top half and then moving the projector down to the bottom half. And if you have to do this also, I would recommend starting at the top. This was really helpful because I kind of figured I would get tired of standing and like holding my arm up high, which I did. So I completed the top half first, and then I was able to sit down on the ground for the bottom half of the mural. The projector, although it was kind of annoying to set up, I'm glad I did it because it ended up saving me a ton of time on painting, and the entire painting process took just 1 hour. I was surprised by how quickly it went. If I didn't have a projector, I suspect the painting painting would have taken a little bit longer. My process probably would have been to measure and use some painter's tape to kind of tape around the border of the entire arch so I would have an idea of the space that I needed to fill, and then I would kind of freehand it by looking at my design from there. I was pleasantly surprised by how affordable this project was because I only needed to buy a sample of paint, and the total for that cost me under $7. And I used a paintbrush that I already had just because I had one that was the right size. Overall, I really enjoyed this process and I would definitely do something like this again. Okay, I think I'm done with the projector. Because my whole mural design kind of got shifted a little bit lower than I thought it would, I kind of improvised with these two leaves. And this flower seems to fit really well, but I'm not gonna paint this leaf and this flower. I think I'm gonna turn off the projector and figure out something else to go right here. So this is the final mural. I'm so happy with how it turned out. You can see I went for a very loose, sketchy look, and I love how it looks on the wall. I did decide that my door needed a little paint update, so I ended up painting it with the exact same color. I actually had enough paint to do the mural and paint both sides of my door with 2 coats each. Now, it's been a while since I started filming this video, so I actually have some really exciting news to share with you. I recently became an Adobe Express ambassador, so I'm absolutely thrilled, but I'm going to be sharing content sponsored by Adobe on this channel going forward here and there, and I am so thrilled about it. I just posted my first short in collaboration with Adobe, so I'll link it so you can go take a look and leave me a comment. But I use Adobe programs every single day in my business, and I have for the past decade. Although this video is not sponsored, I wanted to share it in this video with you because for my first collaboration, I shared how I use Adobe Express to create social media graphics to actually share the process of creating this mural. I just wanted to take a little time to say thank you because being an Adobe ambassador is kind of a dream come true of mine, and it would not be possible without your support of this channel. So I wanted to say a big thank you for all of your views and subscribing and commenting on my videos. It all helps a ton to support my channel and support my small business. So thank you. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again in the next one.